Late at night, a girl was secretly reading under her blanket with a flashlight when she suddenly heard a strange noise outside her window. Curious, she looked out and was shocked to see a huge giant with a pen-tip-shaped building on his head. Terrified, she quickly hid under her blanket, but the giant saw her, reached into the orphanage, and carried her away. To avoid being seen due to his enormous size, the giant cleverly disguised himself as walls, streetlights, and trees while moving through the town. Once outside the city, he happily leapt through forests and lightning-filled clouds until he arrived at his home. There, he gently placed the girl aside and began preparing dinner. The girl tried to escape but failed. When she saw the giant chopping cucumbers, she feared he was going to cook her, but the giant calmly explained that he was a vegetarian and warned her about other giants who loved eating children. Later, he took her to his secret dream cave filled with glowing jars, each containing a magical dream spirit. That's when the girl realized he was the legendary dream giant. To stop her from trying to escape again, the dream giant gave her a nightmare. The girl believed it was real until she suddenly woke up. Just then, a man-eating giant came knocking on the door, having smelled a human child. The girl quickly hid inside a giant cucumber. The dream giant tricked the intruder by claiming it was pig food. The giant believed him, threw the cucumber away, grabbed a green-colored soft drink from the table, and left. The girl sighed in relief and slowly climbed out of the cucumber. After the danger passed, the girl begged the dream giant to take her along on his dream-catching mission. When all the other giants were fast asleep, he carefully took him with him. But despite his efforts to be quiet, a sharp-eared giant noticed and caught him. The bullies started teasing the dream giant and tossed him into the air like a toy. The girl, still tiny and hidden under her blanket, remained unnoticed. She ran and hid inside an old car. Meanwhile, the bullies threw the dream giant into a truck and pushed it down a hill. He struggled to save himself, but it looked like he wouldn't survive. Another giant, standing on two junk cars, prepared to crash into him. The truck sped downhill, and the dream giant was in serious danger. Just in time, the girl, hiding in one of the cars, grabbed the steering wheel and turned it, saving his life. The dream giant survived a collision. While the other giants laughed and were about to tease him again, a sudden rainstorm began. The giants, terrified of water and thunder, ran away in panic. After escaping, the girl had an idea. They needed help from someone powerful, like the queen. So they created a nightmare showing the threat of the giants and sent it into her dream. The next morning, she woke up alarmed and summoned them to her palace. As the dream giant entered the royal hall, everyone stared. He was tall and massive. When food was served, he used a shovel-like spoon to scoop up a pile of flatbreads, dip them into egg curry, and gulp them down in one big bite. He looked completely satisfied. With the queen's support, they launched a mission to defeat the giants. The girl bravely entered the giants' camp and released nightmare spirits directly into their dreams. As one of the man-eating giants prepared to attack, the army arrived just in time with helicopters. They used strong ropes to capture the monsters and lifted them all with helicopters.